is race 2 at Aqueduct on Saturday, November the 20th. And one of the things that jumps out at me looking at this race is how these horses are all clustered up in quadrant 1, the circles. When you see this kind of visual, it kind of lends itself for horses to come from off the pace. We did a video on pace dynamics, and the parameters kind of fit here. If you look up at the contention of this race, it's a flame. That means it's going to be heavy, and the speed rating is pretty high at 42. So we're expecting horses in this kind of scenario to come from off the pace. So we're looking for horses that can finish, which means we're looking for squares, okay? And in this race, you can see some of the squares. One that kind of stands out a little bit is the number 2, Cousin Andrew. There's a couple other here, the 6 to 12. Well, the 12 is an MTO, so let's ignore him. Let's assume this race is coming off. It's going to stay on the turf and he's going to come out. So you get the 2, 6, 8, and 10. So, and then the 11 is a square 1. So let's just look at those horses. It seems like the 2, the 6, the 8, and 11 come out of the same race. Okay, so let's go back, and that was on 10:23 at Belmont. And that race, you can't tell from here, but if I go to the race kind of fell apart. If you look at the early race shape, it was very fast. The late race shape was very slow. So all these horses kind of had the benefit of the flow, so to speak. The one horse that seemed to really take advantage of his trip was the number 11, King James. You see the Tactic Plus in red. That means he had a very good ride. It was a heads-up ride based on the kind of the racing dynamics that day. So he really had an advantage in terms of his performance there. He got the trip. I thought the horse that closed the best, and you could just see it, I guess, on here, was the number 2, Cousin Andrew. So when I look at this race, coming back, I probably want the 2 the most out of there. But they're all viable, I guess, viable contenders. But again, just based on that, I would kind of lean 2. And you can see again, if I go back to the plot, he's got the biggest square, and we can get a little bit more into his form. But there was another horse I wanted to look at. So basically the 2, 6, 8, and 11 come out of the same race. The 10 was the other one. So let's look at the 10. He could be a little bit dirtied up. And basically, he ran just so poorly in the slop last time. And he's just not a dirt horse. You can see they've never had him on dirt. So if you forgive that race and you just kind of look at his past races, the 2 back, he ran a good race above today's level, a B minus. He closed. It was an average early pace, very fast late, so that's good. The one before that, no cover, he still ran a good 84, which is kind of competitive here. It's a little bit low on the range, but still competitive enough. So this horse, if you look at his turf sprints, he's kind of been there, especially let's look with a fast pace because that's what we're expecting today. You can see that his races are pretty competitive. He's going to be a big price. He's a square in a race like this. So I would give more like it a shot to factor in, at least for the exotics. He's 15 to 1. So he's the long shot. Again, let's go back to the 2. That was the one I preferred coming out of the race, the common race. And, just because he's kind of lightly raced. That was the first time he got to go on the turf, and he ran surprisingly well. So he's kind of lightly raced. If you look at some of his, previous numbers, they're pretty good. There's no red in his past performances. I don't think he even needs to be that far back. It was just circumstance in that race, so he could even be closer today and maybe still finish. So I don't think him as a deep closer. So that's another thing kind of think in his favor. Rice seems to be doing pretty well so far this meet. So she took over this horse last race. Another improvement in this horse, which is very logical based on some of his back numbers, could put this horse in a win circle. So he gets the flow. He's kind of improving, especially this is going to be second time Rice, second time turf. Another step forward will be a good thing. So for me, it's looks like the 2 with this pace extreme has an advantage, and the 10's another sneaky kind of long shot who maybe gets back to getting back to the turf is going to show an improvement in performance. Again, if you want to look at any of our videos, you can go to YouTube, or you can also Go to our website, optixeq.com, learn more about us, learn more about our products. They're very unique, and I hope you enjoyed this video.